Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get back into Too Hot to Handle. That's the new Netflix reality. Is it really a dating show? I don't know. It's fun. It's a bunch of mindless reality fun. It's not, you don't have to think too hard. It's no real strategy to it. Just beautiful people on an island trying not to have sex with each other. Just fun. It's a good show. I'm gonna get into episodes 3 and 4 on this review, so let's jump right into it. Don't mind my hair and no makeup. It's a lazy Monday, and I plan on doing some Zumba when I get off work today. So that's why I did not throw on anything special. But moving on. I'm waiting on Lana to snitch on Haley and Francesca because y'all know from the end of episode 2 they went out and kissed because Francesca is upset that no one is talking to her and no one likes Haley. And I'm waiting on Lana to snitch. So I'm like, okay, Lana, when we gonna spill the beans? But for whatever reason, Lana is taking her time. Over here, what's his name? Sharon wakes up Rhonda at 2 o'clock in the morning for a little sneak peek fest in the shower room. And I'm like, okay, they about to lose some more money too, but they held off. Rhonda held them off. Sharon is like, forget that money. I just don't get it. Like, to me, I don't get it. These are complete strangers. What are they on night 3? These are complete strangers. If you tell me it's $100,000 on the line and all I have to do is not make out and have sex with complete strangers, easy money. But moving on. So they didn't mess it up, but what messed them up is Francesca hating ass saw them go into the shower room at 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, what were you doing up? Why won't you sleep? But moving on, it's a new lady named Shan. Now, I like this show because they giving us workshops and fun events to judge and laugh at and make fun of them and all that kind of stuff. And this is something new I've never heard of in my life called Shibari. Shibari is building trust through bondage. And I said, ooh, that sounds kind of sexy. And it sounds kind of fun. And I can see how being tied up and pulled and twisted and turned, I can see it. It was a very sexy scene. I said Kels did the best. Who did he tie up? Miss Nicole. I'm starting to like Nicole now. She's starting to come alive on the show. He tied her up in a good old fashioned, what they call it, the hog tie, and then picked her up like a suitcase. That was telling in many ways. Because the only other time I seen somebody get tied up like that is on Law and Order SVU. I ain't saying nothing about Kels. But he's very strong, very handsome, very sexy. I thought it was just funny the way he tied her up real quick. I thought they were supposed to tie each other up. He didn't have a piece of rope on him. Everyone else was feeling it. At first, Lana is shady. She personally put Francesca and Harry together, knowing they arguing a little bit. Francesca at first didn't want to participate, but she came around and started flirting with Harry towards the end. Matt said he's done this before. Get your freak on how you get it on. Rhonda I think Rhonda likes it. She says it's more than just sex. Rhonda really likes Sharon. I want to call him Sharon so bad. If I call him Sharon, y'all know why. But Sharon can only see. But Sharon only sees the sex. This episode 3, they get deeper episode 4, but for right now, he only sees that ass. Rhonda's body is gorgeous. It's like body goals. But moving on. What happened to Chloe and David? Because just on episode 2, they was semi-kissing with strawberries, and then today, they ain't feeling each other. To me... I'm not going to get too surprised because they've only known each other for 2 days. You can be sexually attracted to someone very quickly, but as soon as you have to go on a little date with them and talk to them and get to know them, that can go away like that. But moving on from that shibari, I like the shibari. That was fun. So now Lana breaks the news. Somebody has lost y'all $3,000. There is a breach of the rules. That's what Lana says. It's a breach of the rules. And they all sitting around like, well, did you all touch lips with that strawberry? Y'all was doing that strawberry thing. And it was like, no. As soon as the strawberry hit his teeth, he dropped it. We separated. No, it was not us. And so then here come Haley. Well, we did. You and Sharon went to the bathroom at 2:30 in the morning. Did y'all do it? And they were like, no. Sharon, you made yourself look guilty by talking too much. But the whole time here, point blank period on my TV screen, Francesca is back there laughing the entire time. And Haley is talking too much to not have a man nowhere in sight. We know you ain't do it, Haley. So what you talking for? I secretly think Haley really does like Francesca. You better watch it, Francesca. You think you sitting up here hee hee ha ha with your girlfriend on the beach? She might seriously like you, because ain't none of the men checking for her. Yeah, Francesca and Haley look super guilty. Sharon now says he has a wall up because his ex-girlfriend left him for his best friend. That was dirty. That was dirty. And I could understand the trust issues there, because that's a very, it's different when your ex leaves you for a stranger and it just ain't work out. But when they leave you for your best friend, there's some trust issues right there. Because to me, your best friend and your ex was probably fooling around the whole time y'all was together. I understand the trust issues. Okay, so now, not only did Lana say it's a breach of the rules, Lana is a snitch. You can ask Lana, did so-and-so do it? And she'll say negative or affirmative. So, blah, 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 all that. Lana said it was Haley and Francesca. And Lana snitched. And they all was looking at like, we knew it. We knew it was Haley and Francesca the whole time. Well, at least that's what Matt was saying. So they're like, okay, now we got to watch them. I like it. I like the pettiness of it. Like, look, you being an asshole to me, okay, $3,000. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. But I like the pettiness of the show, showing it to me for entertainment value. A new guy comes along named Bryce. I don't like Bryce at all. He's a partier. We're going to get more into him on episode 4. So let's move it right on along into episode 4. So it opens up with Bryce again. Bryce reminds me, in my notes, is his name Devin? The one who always is into it with Johnny Bananas over there on the challenge? That's who Bryce reminds me of. To me, these eyes right here, Bryce is not sexy. I don't know how he's pulling all these women in LA that he says he pulls. He brags that he has sex every night with a different woman. To me, that is not a good brag. That's disgusting to me. All I see is STDs. That's when someone tells me that I have sex every day with a different woman. It ain't nothing wrong with having sex every day. Get it how you live it. But you can't have a repeat. I just hope it's condoms involved. But moving on, it's not my life. Not my life. Francesca is into Kels now. Now, mind you, I would have been into Kels too. He's the sexiest one on the beach to me. But Kels is like, I'm the accountant. I ain't worried about Francesca tempting me. Or should he be? So now they have a boat party. I'm ready to fast forward to that. What's his name? Devin, Bryce, whoever, was singing, sounding flat. Could not stay on the note. Could not find the notes. Chloe is into Bryce. Bryce is her type. She walks up to him and asks him about blue balls. I wrote that down. Chloe, really? You gonna leave Devin for Bryce? Bryce don't even look as good as Devin, but that just my eyeballs. Um, David and Sharon. What I write? They good friends. I don't know where I wrote that down. Okay, now we having a new workshop. I like this workshop too. It's a communications body language workshop where they have to do things with their bodies and see if the other can guess the emotions. I like it. They had the first one was to act out excitement. Now to me that's hard because excitement, joy, happiness, that all could really much be the same emotion and body language. Some of them guessed it, some of them didn't. I wouldn't mark you off if you still guessed happiness or joy. That wasn't a mark off to me. Then they had to stare into each other's eyes for like 2 minutes. That is very sensual. If you are connected to that person, if I have to stare at somebody that I care nothing about, I would probably start laughing or start looking off like, why? But it is very sensual if you have a connection or a liking to someone. Now, David starts crying because he's paired up with Rhonda. And he's like, oh, I'm feeling something for Rhonda. It hit me and I'm emotional. Great acting. But mind you, I don't mind the acting on this show because it's totally for my entertainment purposes. Now, I must have took my notes down wrong. Now, something comes up where now Sharon... Oh, back to episode 3 when we had the rule breach, Lana. Sharon, when he got the blame put on him, he was like, look, I'm not here for no girlfriend. I'm not here for none of this dating. I'm just here to have a good time. And so that kind of made Rhonda feel a certain kind of way, like, I'm really into him and he just here, he thought he just came here to be fucking around. Okay. But now we over here and Sharon has to watch David and Rhonda hook up and he's jealous. He's like, oh, maybe I do have feelings for her. And I was like, okay, that's just like a man. He ain't got no feelings until he sees somebody else like you. Now, I ain't saying that Sharon does not have feelings for Rhonda. They names sound too much alike. But he can have all the feelings he wanted, but you was just playing big and bad the other day. Don't do that and then get jealous. That's why I wrote that notes down. Okay, Francesca is really feeling Kels. I ain't mad at that either. And now Harry is jealous because during this workshop, no. Somebody was jealous. Did he call Kels ugly? Yeah, Harry was like, why she want to be with Kels? He not even as cute as me. And I said, sir, have you looked in the mirrors? Please. Please. Moving on. Don't try it, Harry. I like you, but don't push it. Okay, some more stuff with Rhonda and David. I put fast forward. Oh. Lana told Francesca and Kels they can go on a little hot tub date. That's when Harry called. Damn, what's his name? Kels ugly. It's too many people. That's the one thing I hate when there's so many people on the shows. And they were having a good time in the hot tub. And I ain't gonna say it, but Francesca has whorish tendencies on the show. I don't know if she's really like this in real life, but on the show, she has very whorish tendencies because you don't know this man. You was just all up on Harry's lap the other night, and now tonight you want to go in the shower with Kels. You want to tempt him with a shower because he wouldn't be tempted by your kiss in the hot tub. They started off in separate showers. They moved to the same showers. She lathers him up with soap, and then the camera cuts, and they end up getting out the shower talking about nothing happened. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. One, Francesca is fully naked. Like, we seen her ass. She jumped her naked ass into that shower with naked Kels because we saw his ass when he got out. It's no way that nothing transpired in that soapy shower. He ain't got that much willpower. Something happened, a hand job. Maybe the camera didn't see it. I know her hands was not up here at shoulders only. To me, even if it was, to be butt naked amongst each other, an inch away from each other in a soapy shower, should have been 10 grand. It should have been 10 grand. But they pulled it. They were allowed to move on. That shower scene was sexy, but it was a mess. It was a mess. Now, David wants to have a talk with Rhonda. He wants to see if there's any feelings, but he wants to talk to Sharon first because let's just break this whole thing down because I don't want to go blow blah blow with this. David is attracted to Rhonda. He wants to make sure his boy is has feelings for her because he like, look, if you ain't got no feelings for Rhonda, I want a chance too. Sharon was like, look, go for it, dude. And he ain't mean that. A lot of people say that out of anger. He ain't mean it. But he, because he's hurt, he feels like it's a repeat of what happened. But it's not a repeat because you don't know these people. And to be honest with you, how that's your homeboy in 3 days? Yeah, y'all cool. But he don't owe you anything. He don't know you. He does not know you, and you were all sent to this island to get to know each other. Now, I respect David for talking to Sharon first, and Sharon was like, look, I really got feelings for her. Let me quit bullshitting. I would be upset if you dated her. And David was like, okay, I'll back off, because if you really have feelings, I want you to pursue those feelings. Okay. He miss rubbing that ass, though. I know he do. I know he do. So to say I don't want to talk about, I like David for respecting his friend. I like Sharon for finally being open and honest about his feelings to David and eventually to Rhonda. Okay, now let's move on. Now the next day, Fran is upset. I'm shortening people's names because that's how I feel like write her name in my notes. But Francesca is upset because Kels didn't fuck her. And I said, what kind of hoe is that? This man, one, you completely disrespected yourself. But he disrespected himself too, because he ain't have to get naked with you. It's no double standards here. But he did respect you enough to not have sex with you on camera, on Netflix TV. He said no. He probably ain't do it for any respect out of you, but he did it for the money. But he still respected you and didn't slut you out the way you wanted to be slutted out. And so now you don't want to fuck with him no more. And so I guess you want to go jump over on Harry because he ain't got no problem breaking the rules. Like, I know that everybody's spicing it up for the show. It's for my entertainment. But I don't understand how you are mad with someone for treating you with respect. Because he could have did some things to you. Because I'm telling you, ladies, y'all feel me. He could have did some things to you that many people would have allowed and went back and told all his homeboys and made you look even worse to the group than how you look now. Now, I don't blame you. I don't blame you for how you look to the group now. That's all Harry's fault. He lied, and I know Harry came back around, and you gonna give him another chance. He lied on you. He was wrong for that, so I don't blame you for that. But I just don't like the way you, like, want to throw the puss at everybody. Just somebody take it. I don't like it. I already talked about them. Fran breaks up with Kels and was like, I just want to be friends. He like, cool. I ain't had no problem getting no chicks before you. I ain't gonna have no problem getting none after. Okay. I'm telling you, he's very sexy and I feel him. Rhonda and Sharon, Lana gave them a date on the beach. He finally opened up to Rhonda. was honest. I already told you we ain't got to go through it, but I liked how he was open and honest. He called her beautiful. She said, I appreciate your vulnerability. They ain't say them words, but that's pretty much what happened. They got the green light. I forgot to tell y'all about them watches. If you get a green light, that's a free kiss. And I'm like, how long does that green light stay on? And if it stay on for a good 2 minutes, they can really do some things. I like where I at least give people, but I'm like, who gets to decide the green lights? Lana seemed like a hater to me. I love it. I don't know who else is gonna have general connections. I hope more people do and can get some more green lights, because I really like this show. I really, really like it. They had the green light, they kissed, great. He gon' Now see, this is where this show is messed up. These kids are messed up. Sharon is gonna tell Rhonda they're like the Obamas 2.0. I said, no sir. No sir. Just because you're black, African American, however you want to say it, does not mean you are the Obamas 2.0. They would do this show never. Never. I don't like it. Like, Matthew gets to be Jesus. Why? Because he has brown hair. I don't. No, get y'all references together. Get them together. Obamas, never. Moving on. Lana tells them they get to have a private suite for the night. Why you want to tempt people like this, Lana? I think the whole point of this show is Netflix wants to pay no one $100,000. And they know these kids is going to do whatever it takes. They value sex more than this money. Ain't nobody gonna have no money. I promise you, I'm only on episode 4. I appreciate those who have not spoiled it. Thank you. But I feel like they probably gonna leave this show with about $10,000 to split amongst the 10 of them. And what's messed up, side note, why do they all have to sleep in the same bed? Like, I would be pissed off. One, you brought me on this show. I don't care if we all have to sleep in the same room, but you couldn't get 8 or 9 bunk beds. Why do we all have to sleep in the same bed? It's just like temptation after temptation after temptation. And even if, okay, the girls double up, I don't know them. I don't know how they clean themselves. I might not want to sleep in the bed with them. But that's just a side note. I know it's a purpose to make them hornier and hornier. But that was the end of the episode. I can't wait to watch the rest. You know I will be reviewing the rest. Get in the comments. I like how we have good conversation in the comments. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Y'all know I like to do these little Netflix reality shows. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can catch it, the next reviews. And like, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I will see y'all. I probably will watch 5 and 6 tonight and review that tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.